Hey guys, this is OSP Pro. I welcome you back again today to this new video tutorial with the OSP Pro. In this video today, mainly I'm going to show you how to come up with one known as a mobile app. Now today we are going to be learning one known as an hybrid. If you want to get a complete video for this, or want to join the class and learn the complete how to come up with a unique either Android app or iOS, please come in and join one known as OSP I.T Digital Solutions, and also watch my videos on YouTube. Now today mainly I'm going to show you how can you make up an Android app or iOS using one known as PhoneGap. Now this is going to be our first complete introduction video, so that implies I'm going to show you step by step. Now the first thing that you have to do to come up with this app, make sure you go to this website called PhoneGap.com. So when you go to PhoneGap.com, the first thing that you have to that you need to do is to go and say click on I need to get started so that you can download PhoneGap to your PC. So if you scroll down here a bit, tells you which one to download, so you can easily download for Windows. So when you click download, you can always do that. Or if not so, you can also go to your command prompt if at all you are using Windows, and you just type one known as we come up with one known as npm install for me dash global PhoneGap. You get? So when you try to click enter for this statement, definitely will be important to install PhoneGap into your PC. Now if you already happen to install PhoneGap in your PC, if you try to go, you should get something like this. Now this is PhoneGap. You get PhoneGap. So if you happen to install PhoneGap, please, I've given two methods. You can either use npm install, whereby for it to npm, that implies the first thing that you have to make sure you have in your machine for you to access that, you should make sure that at least you have one known as make sure that you at least have Node.js installed, because you cannot install npm, you will not be in a position to install PhoneGap in using command prompt if you don't have Node.js installed. If you don't know how to install Node.js, please just go and watch my previous videos and learn more about Node.js, or you can just also go to nodejs.com. Just go to nodejs.organization, just like that, and then you go into, when you click Node.js, then it will just take you to the downloading page, which will select the Node.js to download. Now if that's okay with you, I've already shown how to download, how to get PhoneGap into your machine. Now the next thing is to install the modules. Now I give assumption I'm going to come up with a simple app for this application today. So I'm just going to call it give it a name here, called just maybe my phone. Just got my PhoneGap. So this is the name of our app that we are going to make today. Now if that's the app we are going to name my phone, in fact it's going to be my PhoneGap. So inside here we're going to have the app. So what I'm going to do at the moment, just come up with that app. I'm going to go into, just transfer this a bit. So the first thing that I'm going to do at the moment to come up with an app, I'll just go to I'll just need to start up my PhoneGap. If you don't care, so I'm going to start up my PhoneGap. So the first thing is to start up a new project. These are my previous projects. So I'll just click here new, and I say new project. So I'll just use this sample for hello world. You just pick hello world, or you can click it one for blank and then take the blank. So I'm going to use just this one for hello world for sample, and then I click next. So here next they'll ask me where is my app found. So I'm going to give the path where my app is located. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to select my app. My app is in desktop, which is this one here. So that's the folder you're going to work on. We are going to work on that folder. So when you click here select, I think you can see the paths already selected. So come here and give the name of the app. You can just give it called maybe apps. That's the name. You can also give the ID of your stuff, maybe maybe OSP OSP I.T Digital Solution maybe Pro, something like that. So you can provide anything here as your ID. So, but I don't need to give one, so I'm just going to create a project. So as I create the project, you see what is happening here down in this folder of ours. As you're creating up the project, you're going to discover that there are files that are going to be coming up into this project of ours as you're creating. You get? So expect the folder, the files for apps that's going to be managing up our applications. It will going to be generated inside here, inside into our where our program or where our app is going to be installed. So I mean where all the modules that's needed to come up with the app will be installed. But remember, whenever you're going to be coming up with that kind of app, make sure you have one on us an internet connection, because when you don't have internet connection, you will not have the right, you will not get to be in condition to get the modules. If at all you didn't happen to do npm install for the complete modules within the program. Now let us just wait a minute as it's finalizing up with the stuffs. So as it's winding up, I always want to remind you again, please, if you want to come up with Android app, iOS app, Windows app, please, you can just come into OSP I.T Digital Solution, just here in Wandegam near Makerere, and you come in and enroll for your program. So if you happen to come in for the program, you'll be in position to learn a variety of stuffs. You'll learn to start from Android if at all you are interested in Java applications, which is Android. If at all you are interested in cross platforms, then I advise you to go for Ionics, React Natives, Flutter.js. We also have JavaScript libraries that mainly the Ionics, the JavaScript. We have the one known as the app.js. Then talk of the Flutter. Then talk of the Sketch.js, and also React Natives or React.js, which is going to enable us to come up with an app. Which app is going to be cross-platform, and you can also use Cordova under Ionic, and then we come up with a given app. So you guys, if you are interested for apps, please just come to OSP I.T Digital Solution, and then you get yourself a chance to come up with a given app. Now the first thing that I have to let you know here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The first app that we have is this one here. So this is our app. If you want it to run, I think now at the moment it's running. That's why it's giving you this IP address. Which IP address you just click like that, and then it will launch you to the browser. To stop it from running, you just click your stop. I think now you see it's showing us offline. So when you click again like that, that implies you are trying to simply tell the program that I would like it to run. So again, it's going to start up, and very soon it's going to be in position to run. So it's still launching up. I'm sorry, my machine is kind of slow, but if you have a very good machine, you can just give OSP a brand new machine. Try to wait a bit. So just like I've said, guys, our app is this very on app here. As you can see, it's like showing us offline because like I've said, we don't have an app running. So you can just fire it up. You can just fire up your app, and then this one takes to the path, which I think you can see. These are the modules we have. We have these stuffs. Now the most sensitive part of this app, which you have to know, I think you can know, this is our stuff, which is known as my app, my PhoneGap, and underneath PhoneGap we have apps, which is just happen to create. Now the most part which I'm much interested on is one known as the www, this one here. So I think this one you can see it's just normal HTML files of ours. So I already have Sublime Text installed in my machine. So I will come to my Sublime Text and I click on Open Folder. So inside Open Folder, I'll just go to the desktop and I select the folder which is having my app, and then I click on App and then I select it up. So like I've said, the most part we're interested on is this www. I think you can see the index.page HTML. This is the index.html of our app. This is the index.html. I think you can see. And then this is the parts for icons, which is having the Android, iOS, and Windows. And even I think you can see WordPress is also supported. I think you can see kind of it. So even with the WordPress you can support it. Is kind of supported. So we also have the JavaScript. I think you can see the JavaScript files ready inside the folder. So we also have here the icons, which icons of the image, the other image which you guys will be seeing later on. So the next thing, this is the CSS, the normal CSS, which you guys I hope you know. The normal CSS, and even in CSS not that much, just something small. Now let me just take you back into the part of the program. So the next thing that I'm going to do here at the moment, I'm going to just launch my Chrome, and then here underneath Chrome, hope you have done with the installation. So this is what we need at the moment. We need this IP address, which is 192.168.24 blah blah. So you guys can just hit your IP address here, and then you do get that. Mine is that. So when I hit enter, I think you can see the app is already connected, telling us. So that's it. So now at the moment, what we're going to do at the moment is to use the browser to come up with what we need. So to use the browser, this is what you have to do. So the first thing that you have to do to use the browser is to come up here. I'm going just to right click here, just transfer this a little bit. So let me just use my browser, right click and go to inspect elements. So on expect elements, I'll get something like this. So you can come back here and check on what you want. Maybe if you say pixels, something like that. That's how the width is going to be. Wow, so that's kind of stuff. You can also come back here and say, sorry. You can pick here what you want. Let me say that's what I want at the moment. This is how the one for Android looks like. You can come back here and say show device frame. I think for Android is before, for Windows that. You can also use check on this one, and then you pick your app like this. So I can go back here and I try to pick this one, which is kind of that. I think that's kind of good. Wow, that's great. So you can go on checking on what you really feel like you would like to use. Now I want to pick some kind of big, so that I show something. Unpick this one. So at the moment, that's what we have. You can also go by increasing on the width, the size to something like that. So if you find that interesting, that's good. So, or you can just click fit, which is that. So when you click fit, so that's what we have at the moment. So let us just check here. So if you want to check that, that's how you can get your Android app. So the first thing that we are going to do at the moment is to set up one known as the to launch the if at all we want to do some changes on our page. So I'm just going to go back into our browser where I've shown you, and I just change this page some kind of connect to device, or I'm just going to change inside this underneath here. I'm just going to change this one, and I say maybe welcome to maybe OSP I.T Digital Solutions. So you guys who are interested, as long as I click and I save, I think you can see it is launching. It should be launching now. Wow, I think that's great. I think you can see it has launched now. So we have something like now that telling us, wow, the app's launching. Great, welcome to OSP I.T Digital Solution. We just try to make it kind of big so that you guys can see. Wow, that's good. If you want to add the frame, or just come in, I think you can see Welcome to OSP I.T Digital Solution. Great. So show the frame. I think that's it. So that's how the app is like. Welcome to OSP I.T Digital Solution. So guys, this is our first introduction that I happen to show you on how to make up one of us an Android app, an iOS and Windows at the same time using one of us PhoneGap and how to launch them. So wait in the next video, which I'm going to show you how to come up with a simple website and then turn it to an Android app. So guys, any of you might be interested for Android apps and are coming up with apps which is cross-platform, please just come to OSP I.T Digital Solution and then you get to know all in all. Come and pick the package and then you go with, and then you don't waste a lot of time wasting time. So come and solve your problem at OSP I.T Digital Solution, where everything is framed up and everything is just made easier. We're using the latest technology, and you come in and then you pick up your package. So guys, if you find this interesting, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, whereby the link I'm going to provide to you below, on our Facebook page. And all of you guys from our YouTube channel, you can always follow us also on our Facebook and on Twitter, which I'm going to also give you up down our details. So guys, thanks for watching. May God bless you. Love you all. Thank you.